The gap between rent and wages continues to widen in Ohio, according to new research. The annual Out of Reach report shows that the fair market rent for a two-bedroom apartment in Ohio is $865. In order to afford that level of rent as well as utilities, a household must earn at least $16.64 per hour. That's nearly $2 an hour more than the average renter earns per hour. Executive Director of the Coalition on Homelessness and Housing in Ohio, Bill Faith, notes it's more than what workers in 6 of the 10 most common occupations in Ohio earn.
Salespeople, cashiers, restaurant workers, hotel workers, those are also the jobs that were hardest hit by the pandemic. So their situation may be even worse. So there's many people struggling just to keep a roof over their head in these times.
Faith says the costs of rent are being driven higher by the increase in home prices. In April, home prices in central Ohio were almost 17% higher year over year. Faith explains that the situation is likely to worsen as the data was collected prior to COVID-19 and doesn't reflect the economic challenges spurred by the pandemic.
A lot of people aren't getting full-time work, and they're not working all the time. So it doesn't really account for people in those kind of situations. So the problems for many people are actually worse than it appears in the report.
President and CEO of the National Low-Income Housing Coalition, Diane Yentl, notes the federal government has taken steps to ease the burden for renters, including the CDC's eviction moratorium and $47 million in emergency rental assistance to states.
That emergency rental assistance has to be spent before the eviction moratorium expires. Hopefully, we'll have at least another extension. Otherwise, we're going to see an historic wave of evictions across the country.
The current moratorium ends July 31st. Ohio has reportedly allocated more than $1.5 million to renters who are behind. This is Mary Sherman for Ohio News Connection. Find or rate trust indicators to support transparency and accuracy at publicnewsservice.org.